This one is a Singer Stylist model 457. Technically it says zigzag model 457. It's from the late 60s and not too bad. It's fairly clean. Notice the top, there's nothing here to hold or thread because they were sheared off at some point in time. But luckily, these are from a mirror from a newer Chrysler Pacifica that was involved in a wreck at work. And it just happens it'll slide right in there, and it's good enough to hold thread for this until I can buy some replacement pins. But we're going to tear this apart, put some oil in it, see how she sews. And to get the front plate off, it doesn't swing open. There's a little screw down here. Take that out, and that pops right off for easy oiling. Then the top's held on with a screw here and a screw there. Okay. Now we can get a look inside this thing. It's somewhat dry, could use some oil. Looks like it's been a while since it's seen any oil. So throw a few drops here and there and then we'll continue. Hey, here's the underside of it. Only one dead bug in there, not bad. Belt looks pretty good. And not a whole lot of dust or dirt or thread or lint or anything down in here like I've seen in some. So I'll throw a little oil in that and put her back together. To get the bottom of these off, a little different. There's this one little stud comes through this hole, and then this little metal, it's threaded onto this stud right here. So what I did was loosen this with a screwdriver just a little bit and then wind this off by hand. They do give you a slot here. You can see if it's tight, you could put a straight screwdriver in there if you needed to, but it came right off. And there's a little better shot of it. Like I said, I just unscrewed this. Just take some of the pressure off of this, and then this came right off. Finger with your finger, and then just finger tighten it. And I just gave that a little bit of a tightening turn, and it's back together. So to wind this bobbin goes up here. We have to put our spool up on top, come across to this guide, and then come down to this little tension wheel, and then up to our bobbin. And so we'll put this on here. I'm going to come across and just snap that into place like that from the back side. And we'll come down to our little wheel down here, and then right up to the bobbin. And I'm assuming it takes a class 66 bobbin. I don't have a booklet, but it drops in usually. That's a 66 on these. I'm not 100% positive, but now we're going to push this back and turn it on. It should be ready to go now. I'm probably going to have to hold this button over because that wheel isn't in the best of shape. Not too bad. It's spinning better than I thought it would. It was slipping earlier, but Yeah, I had to hold that a little bit, but now it seems to be working okay. Just needed loosened up. Okay, this bobbin goes in, usually go counterclockwise on all my other ones. So, and then there's a little groove here. This thread has to go down into and then across, and then it snaps into place. And then there's another groove right there. It's going to come up like that, and then the needle will come down and pick it up. Just like before, with a bobbin, we're going to come from the back side and just snap that into place like that. And then we're going to come behind this little guide and then round our tension discs. Grab that little spring right here. I'm going to bring that up till it catches in that little groove. Then we got to go back up through that little guide. Sometimes it's not the easiest. There's probably a better way of doing it, but that's how I do it. Okay, and then we got to come up to our pickup arm now. And through that. Okay, so far so good. Then there's a little hook here we have to snap into. So looks like from front to back, snaps that right into place. And now this last little hook, I want to come over this way and right up and over, and it's in. Now we just go through the needle and we can see how she sews. And this thread comes down and from the front to the back is how that goes through. So we'll see if it'll pick up the bobbin thread. Alrighty, and it did. That's good. Okay. All right. Give her a test run here. So how I got this machine is I walked into a thrift store and I asked if they had any sewing machines for sale. And the woman there said, no, but I have one in my car you can have. And we went out to her car and this was it. And she has my number now. She'll call me anytime there's any sewing machines dropped off or she hears of somebody wanting to get rid of them. But you never know. It never hurts to ask. And yeah, when you walk into a thrift store or antique store. So that's the story on this one. And that's that.